Okay, I'm waiting for you. Mila, where are you? I'm very glad to hear you. Mm-hmm. Okay, Mila, good evening. How are you getting on?
Hello.
Are you fine?
Okay.
Okay, did you have any difficulties while doing your homework?
No, I haven't. I did homework.
Okay, okay, we can start our lesson with checking your homework and then we'll switch to the listening task. Okay, so you were to describe some factors, you were to describe how sports influences your life. Okay, let me remind you your homework. So you were to do exercise 24 on page 97. Sport in our life. Okay? What can you say first?
And what page and what exercise?
So page 97, exercise 24. So I wrote you, do you remember? I wrote you homework in the Telegram.
And now I haven't got.
So what?
Now I haven't got the phone with me.
Okay. Ah, you haven't got the book, have you?
The home with me. Phone. Phone.
Ah, the phone. So your Telegram is on your phone
Using the phone. Yes.
at home.
And what exercise?
Um, okay. So did you remember? I told you 1 minute ago, exercise 24 on
Да,
page.
пока учебник остал.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, understood. Is it your final week during this academic year? So
Yes.
we'll go on holiday? Then maybe on the 25th of May?
Да, особо у нас официально каникулы не кончаются. У нас еще будут эти домашние задания цифровые задавать.
Mm-hmm. So the Stania, so the tasks that are not included in your workbook. So some maybe some personal tasks from the teacher, maybe
Yes.
from additional resources. Okay. Will you take maybe other grammar topics, for example, maybe Jared, maybe past perfect? Will you? Okay. Then
Choose a one person and talk.
yeah, talk on the following sport in our life. So sport in your life. As far as we're having an individual lesson, talk about what role sport plays in your life. You may begin. Okay, sport is very important in the life of every person, including me, maybe. What can you do with the help of sport? Um, what can what can sport help you to achieve? How will begin your report? How will begin your speech? Number one. What is number one here?
Choose a partner. The sport.
So you are making a monologue. So you're not making the dialogue. Okay, sport and
Sport is very.
so it was your homework. Don't you remember? Okay, so it
Well,
wasn't. So it's not a
okay.
spontaneous. Okay, what?
Sports is very good for health. Uh,
Okay.
People can people can
People can what can people do?
and all people can do sports
Sorry,
and
the sound
play
disappeared.
games.
Can what?
All people
Okay, maybe.
can do sports and play games.
Okay, okay, and later on I will explain you maybe another difference between sports and games. Do you remember you showed me the task where it was necessary to fill in two columns, so one column with the sport and another column with the game. Okay, you may mention one sport that you like most of all.
Mm, I like football. I like play football. Mm,
Mm-hmm. Okay, one grand mistake, but it's not so important. Like to play football. Okay,
Football is a popular game
it's better to say I like playing football.
in all countries.
It's famous.
People watch football and and play and play it themselves.
Oh, play themselves. Okay. Hmm. So we can watch football matches, maybe it's best to say football matches. Have you got your favorite team? Or maybe have you got your okay, so are you a fan
Never have.
of maybe one famous football player? Are you a fan of famous football player? Okay. What is your favorite football player? Okay. What?
Mm,
Sorry.
I have I haven't got
Sorry,
a
the
best
sound
football
disappeared. Maybe
player.
due to the.
My favorite.
Okay, you haven't got a favorite football player.
I have one
Okay.
favorite football.
You haven't got your favorite. Okay. Do you think that sport is only for professionals, or maybe it can be also for amateurs, for any people who just want to do it for pleasure, for fun? As for you, speak about maybe you. Okay, speak about your experience. Do you consider sport as a professional activity where you will earn money, or do you consider sport just hobby or something that you will do in your free time?
Мне кажется, что все-таки в спорте зарабатывают деньги.
People do sports. Okay, people usually do sports. Okay, so it's the main difference between
Но
maybe sports and a game. So if you do something for pleasure, it's maybe simple. It can be called a game. Yeah,
мне
can be called.
кажется, что в играх, вот в гейм, типа, ну, бесплатно за какой-то приз, а в спорте платят, скорее всего, награду.
Hmm. But not all maybe not all professional sportsmen can be called are rich. Maybe some receive don't. Maybe the minorities receive the highest amount of money. The majority of sportsmen don't earn a lot. Do you agree with me? Do you have the same opinion? That the majority of sportsmen don't
Если
earn a lot. Okay. And what about maybe speak maybe some maybe 3 sentences about the role that sports plays in your life. Hmm. Oh, we have so 10 minutes have already passed. Okay, what role does sports play in your life?
Mhm. I don't know.
What? Okay, what? Let's maybe connect the topic sports to the topic health. Do you remember the topic health?
Yes.
Do you remember maybe such some words as lungs to respiratory system? Okay, lungs, heart, throat. What other words? Maybe nose. To be on a diet.
Sneeze.
To sneeze. Yeah. Do you think that sports has a positive or negative influence on our
Uh,
health?
uh, Positive.
Yeah, it has a positive influence on our health. Has a positive influence on our health. Okay. What else can we do here? I don't know exactly. Okay. How can sports help us to become healthy? How did I would like to go? I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, let's go. I would like to go. Is it has a positive influence? Okay. For example,
Positive.
when we do maybe some physical
Positive.
activity, we develop our lungs. Yeah, we develop our lungs. So we uh, make our lungs stronger. We can breathe. We can breathe more deeply. Do you agree with? So we can deep more breathly, more deeply. We have acquired a lot of stamina, and we are less depend. We have become less stressful. So sports helps us to reduce stress. Yeah, right? To reduce, decrease,
Yes.
to make the stress weaker. Okay. Do you practice maybe one game with your friends? Do you do sports alone? Or do you do with your maybe classmates, friends, maybe parents? Do you play football with your father in your free time?
Mm. I don't play football now.
You don't play football, okay? But you told me that football was your favorite sport.
Mm.
Okay,
It's fake, but I don't do it.
what sport will you recommend people to do?
To play football.
Play football, okay. That's football, okay. Now maybe let's do one listening task. So exercise 25. I will show you later. I will say, So listen to the text, an excellent student. It's audio recording number 61 and choose the right answer to each of the question. I will show you. So 25. Do you understand? It's
Mm.
25.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I will do it. Sorry, I will send you the file in Google Meet. And I will send you the file at Google Disk, or maybe I will send the file in the Telegram. Okay, what source do you find more comfortable? What messenger?
Ну,
Google
сейчас
Disk?
можно Google Meet, Google Диск сейчас лучше.
Google Disk. Okay, I will send maybe the file in Google. I will upload. Wait a bit. I will stop. I will stop sharing my screen. It will take maybe no less than 1 minute. Where are the audio recordings? Okay. 6 to 1. Okay, 6 to 1. I will need to give rights to this file. 6 to 1 here. You don't have to use any tender that can be possible if it's you don't say any of them. You know how can okay. I will give you the access. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So I will copy the link and send this link in the chat. Okay. Okay, can you click on the link?
Yes.
Okay, can you click on the arrow on media player? Have you got an access? Can you click for example, like I'm sure I do see I'm show you.
Ой, ну, у меня сейчас загрузка.
Can you
Есть. Сейчас
ah
есть.
okay. Okay. Well, while listening, pay attention to these 3 questions. Why was the teacher angry with Tom? Why did the teacher say George Washington? Why did Tom go to his seat? Seat. Why did Tom go to his seat? Seat. No, seat, but seat. Yes, it's my fault. Do you have a definition? What do you think about Tom? An excellent student. No, his knowledge was very poor, so he didn't know a lot of. Okay, Milan, can you hear? Can you hear the audio recording, or can you listen to the audio recording yourself?
Есть.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what were the emblems of schizophrenia? Yeah. Tom did not know. He looked very unhappy. What was the great fire? It's a very difficult question. You know, couldn't answer it either.
Tom didn't know answers to any question.
Okay. Well, okay, let's listen to the end.
А я уже дослушал до конца.
Okay, maybe. Let's check. Okay, number 1. Question number 1.
I didn't know answers to any question.
Number it's point C. Somebody had no answers to any questions. Okay, two. What's number two?
Why did you
Why did the teacher say George Washington?
she wanted to help Tom?
Mm, mm, Probably, but maybe what is more obvious reason? Do you really think that she wanted to help Tom?
Yes,
If she, in my opinion, if she wanted to help Tom, she wouldn't give the direct answer. Okay, as you, for example, you don't know the translation of the word in Russian, and the teacher in English gives you the translation of the word. Do you think that she wanted to help you? In your opinion,
yes,
in my opinion, no. If she wanted to, she she shows that you don't know, you don't know the meaning of this word, and she wanted to give the right answer himself. If she wanted to help you, she would show you the picture. And that's why many people in schools of Russia can't speak English after they have studied it for about maybe 10 years. Do you agree with me? So the majority of people can't speak English
yes,
after they have passed maybe after they have studied for about 10 years. Because people are not taught to guess the meaning of the word themselves. The students are not taught. hmm Okay, what is the right answer in your opinion? So who was the yeah? It was the answer to the question who was the first president of the United States.
the right answer
Yeah,
herself.
she wanted to give the right answer herself. Maybe she could show the portrait of this person. Yeah. So I don't use the so I, as for me, I don't use the translation. I wanted you to okay. Maybe it will be difficult for you, maybe to guess the words. Maybe okay. The teachers in your gymnasium maybe use the translation, maybe so, from some text. But I try to show you the picture. Maybe try to give the definition for you to guess the meaning of the unknown words. Okay, she wanted to give the right answer herself. It's point B.
Why
Okay,
did
three.
Tom go to his seat?
Yeah, how to get to the station or that to get get some tray. Why did Tom go to his seat?
He was afraid of the teacher.
He was afraid of the teacher.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe let's listen to it one more time, maybe, okay? I didn't get this idea. I didn't maybe. Okay, let's listen to it one more time, okay? Tom go to his seat. Maybe he was asked to go to the board, and then he went to his seat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The history of the ship. What were the emblems? Here's how it was. Maybe it is the most difficult question, as a matter of fact. Who was the first president? He didn't say anything. Yeah, she was angry. War. I didn't tell her to go. War. Do you remember? I thought you had to go. Yeah, it was at the end. Do you remember? I thought it called the next student. Okay, what is the right answer? Number 3.
B. Oh, A.
Hey, okay. Will you read?
Uh, he thought the teacher had called another student.
Yeah, had called another student. So the next student is another student. Okay, let's do point B. Do you remember any funny things that happened at your lessons? At any of your lessons? You may tell some funny stories at the lessons of history, at the lessons of geography. Yeah. This year you have already had the lessons of geography, I suppose. Okay, the lessons maybe of literature, maybe some situations where you were asked to go to the board and answer, but you didn't give the right answer, and everybody mocked at you. Or maybe you can describe the situations where you wanted to answer, but the teacher didn't give you the opportunity to do it. Okay. Point B. Think about maybe some interesting lessons. Milan, do you
Mm,
remember?
yes.
Okay. Can you describe? It can be
When
any lesson.
when it was the lesson of biology, the
Biology.
teacher didn't
Biology.
want
Bio-
us.
biology.
Yes,
Okay.
the teacher didn't come to us, and we sit with telephones all lesson.
Do you really, okay, you are in the fifth form. Do you really have the lessons of biology at the fifth form? Biology, okay. When we, students from the seventh form begins to study biology. Okay, and general, is biology your favorite subject?
No, of course.
Okay. Maybe you don't like to study a human's body. Some maybe you don't like to maybe to study animals. Okay. Okay. Everybody was playing maybe some games with the phones. Yeah, everybody.
Yes,
Okay. And did you play these games? Did you play the games?
yes,
Okay. And did you have good results in your game? Did you? How was it? Did you finish the game that you played? Did you reach
no.
the last level? No, you didn't reach the last level. Okay. Maybe let's do exercise 26. Use the following word combinations and write questions beginning with what, where, when, why, how often. Let's practice making questions. Yeah, it's a grammar task. So what, you know these words. What, where, when, why, how, and how often. What will be the first question? Okay, use the word what.
Mm, to train.
To trade regularly.
Why?
Why not why? What? Okay, you may say why. You may begin the question with why.
Why the train is
No.
regular?
And who trains regularly? Why you just it means that you
Why
are
he's
why
why
does
he's why does he
why
train
uh,
regular?
why does he train regularly? Okay, it's possible. Why does he train regularly? Okay, to receive letters or letters in American English. Letters or letters. Receive letters. 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 Let the button press camera. Camera. To receive letters. Oh.
And to receive letters when
Mm-hmm.
when does he receive letters?
When does he receive letters? When does he receive letters? Okay. Number three.
Mhm. A college coach.
It's very easy to. Maybe it's very.
Where
It's better. Maybe
or
you may begin the
where
question
is
with. Okay,
college?
when? Sorry,
Where
where?
is a college coach?
Okay, when or where?
Where is
You can't say when is
where
a college
is
coach.
a
Where
college?
is, yeah, where is a college coach?
Where,
Mhm.
where is
We
college?
can say when did a college coach come to your college? Yeah. Well, you can say the question where is a college coach? Hmm. So you may say where is a college coach? So normally I don't pronounce r at the end of the word because stick to the British English. But when r is followed by a vowel between two words, I say where is a college coach? Okay. Number four. How the matter? To punish the younger brother. What is the most suitable question word that you can use?
Uh, to punish the younger brother. Why does he punish the younger brother?
Hmm. Why does he punish the younger brother every day, for example? Yeah, well, it's better to say, why does he punish the younger brother every day? Or why does he often punish you? Or why did he punish the younger brother yesterday? Why did he punish the younger brother 3 weeks ago? Okay, then to follow mother's advice.
To follow mother's advice. Why did he didn't follow mother's advice?
Why didn't he follow mother's advice? Can you answer there?
What? Why
Why?
did he? Why?
Why did he follow?
Why he didn't?
Yeah. Why didn't he follow? Why didn't he follow? Remember, so we use the auxiliary verb did, do, have after the question word. After we use the auxiliary verb after the question word. Why is the question word? So do you understand? So why is the question word? Милан, зрозумела, понятно? So why, where, when, how are question words. Did is the auxiliary verb. Why did he follow mother's advice? Okay. Number 3, to trouble the professor.
Uh, how often the professor got to the trouble?
No, no, to trouble the professor. It's not him. It's not him who got into trouble. It's someone who troubles the professor. Think about someone who can trouble the professor. Another person, not the professor.
The mo- how often
Okay.
mice trouble
How
professor?
often do mice trouble the professor? Okay, but it's possible. How often mice trouble the professor? So I heard this formulation of the question from one Welsh speaker. How often? Yeah. To end in a draw. To end in a draw. Draw. Ничья. 0-0, for example. Yeah. To end in a draw. What can end in a draw? Self-proclaimed polyglot.
Uh, the match uh, when the match is entered to a draw. When does
Okay.
the match
When?
enter to the
Uh-huh.
draw?
End in a draw. When does the match end in a draw? It can end anytime. It can end. Okay. Then to become an excellent student,
To be an excellent student. Uh, when can I become? When will I become an excellent student?
can you answer your question? When will I become an excellent student?
I never become an excellent
I will.
student.
Why are you so pessimistic?
I
Why
don't
are you
know.
so Okay,
It's
okay.
random.
And who is an excellent student in your opinion?
Mice are very excellent students.
Ah, so excellent students are those students who get only 5 in your city. Get
No,
only not 4. No, get only 5. Who always answer teachers' questions, who raise their hands and are willing to answer. hmm Yeah. Okay. Let's do maybe we'll have time to do it. Okay. I don't know what we can do later. What we can do. Okay, maybe let's do exercise 29 and then we'll switch to the topic shopping. By the way, did the teacher tell you some information about shopping? So did you discuss shopping in school,
No, no,
Milan? Okay, maybe
no.
let's do exercise 29. And do you know your mark for the term and the year? Do you know your mark for the term? Оценка за четверть. Do you know your mark for the term?
No, I don't. I don't
Пока
know.
еще. So the teachers haven't put term marks. Okay, 29. Let's do exercise 29. This.
The mm, the good morning.
No. Do you see the
The
answers?
last,
Option. The
the
last
last
morning.
Ellie
Early.
or Ellie got out of bed.
Bed and as soon as she woke up.
Could spend the wall. It was
Okay, sorry. Number 3. It was.
it was
Okay. Just choose between the words in section 3. It was.
Tuesday. So the war
Do you have lessons on Tuesday?
question.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was
Do you have less? Do you
no,
have?
it wasn't
It was
lesson.
Sunday, so there were. Mm-hmm. Then Ellie.
Ellie could spend the whole day with her favorite mice and
Horses.
the
Not okay.
stables.
Milan. Horses. Your behavior leaves much to be desired.
Ah.
Your favorite horses. Are you kidding me? So you are.
She was
You. She was already.
dressed
You haven't eaten.
by
You haven't
the
eaten
time.
mice. You haven't eaten mice. You will become. So you will get poison if you eat too much mice. She was already dressed by the time. Oh, it doesn't matter how to get. You told me. She already dressed by the time she made the maid.
She made the walked. She made brought
The maid.
brought
The maid. Yeah, it's maybe it's the woman actually. The maid. Okay, walked.
brought
Maybe it's better to say. Oh yeah, walked with your breakfast. Oh
in
no,
the
the
city.
maid. It's better to say Milan. Milan. Do you know the difference between the words arrived and walked? I would rather say arrived. And the answer is because she went from another house. She came from another house. But she doesn't live inside that house. Arrived. The rabbit arrived. She was already dressed by the time the maid arrived. Do you understand? So arrived. So she doesn't live inside her house. The maid arrived with your breakfast on a silver tray. Number 5.
Uh,
What is number 5 here?
she didn't touch the balls egg,
The boiled egg.
but
She didn't touch the boiled egg.
but was but drank the orange juice.
Drank the orange juice.
Drank the
Okay.
orange.
Yeah, right. You drank the orange juice. Yes. All the actions are in the past simple. Okay, maybe the last task for today. Describe your favorite sport or game. Oh, maybe we did it. You told me about your favorite sport. But let's revise the topic conditionals. Say shopping 21. Say what you will buy or where you will go if you win, receive a lot of money.
Uh, if I
If I
will
receive a lot.
revise a lot of money, I will buy a lot of mice.
What else will you do?
Or if I will buy a car, I will
Okay, if I receive a lot of money.
jump from the roof.
Okay.
If I receive a lot of money, I will buy a car.
Okay. hmm If I
If I receive a lot of money, I will eat mice.
okay, two more sentences without mice. If
If
I
if I will receive a lot of money, I will buy a computer.
hmm if I receive a lot of money. Okay, if I receive a lot of money, what else? What else can you buy? What else will you do? Maybe you will go somewhere if I receive a lot of. Maybe you will go to the USA or to Great Britain.
I will if I receive a lot of money, uh, I will go to the mice country.
Maybe you will go to you will do. Maybe you will set up a safari holiday. And do you want to see the? Do you want to go to the elephant country?
Of course.
hmm Do you want to ride an elephant?
But
Do you want?
but first, I want
Mhm,
to go to the country.
mhm.
and then to the elephant country.
Mm-hmm. To the elephant country. But be don't provoke don't be too rude with elephants, otherwise you will pass away. Okay, and the last, maybe the last sentence, and then we will sum up our discussion. If I get, how the match I get? Eh? Eh. Red light to buy. How the match I do with that? If I get, if I receive a lot of
But
money,
if uh, if I receive a lot of money, I will buy a little flower.
flower. We will buy some flowers, and
Yes,
you will
a
give
little flower.
this a little flower, a little small flower,
And then you
or maybe
eat
you buy
them.
several flowers. Hmm. Okay. Thanks for your work. The lesson is over. So, did you find the lesson interesting? Was it enjoyable
Yes,
to
it
you?
was.
Hmm. Actually, maybe you want to get the highest mark, so you had some problems with your homework. You went so you didn't present your homework naturally. So I gave you so uh, um you gave me so you informed me about your homework with my help. Have you got any questions? Is everything clear to you, Milan?
Yes, I don't have a questions.
Okay, at home. So do practice conditionals. So train conditionals and exercise 2. Make the following sentences complete. So I'll throw him a ball when he joins us. I'll throw him a ball when the 7 sentences. So, and next lesson we will do these tasks, and if you have some time, we will practice the construction neither does she, do we. And we will take the topic food and shopping. Okay, see you this Wednesday. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye. Success attend you.